Hi guys, today is all about Middle Eastern perfumes and I am so excited to be sharing with you guys my thoughts about my recent Middle Eastern perfume haul. As you saw in the title, it is probably my best Middle Eastern perfume haul yet because guys, I'm gonna be spilling the tea now. I love most of the perfumes that I'm gonna talk about today. I only didn't like two of these perfumes, and the rest, I must say, are really good, guys. Like good stuff. That's the reason why I am excited. And also, I have good news for you because most of these perfumes are sent to me in collaboration with Dubai Collection. No, this video is not sponsored, but most of the fragrances that I have in today's video are sent to me to review. So if you live in Europe, you know the struggle is real when it comes to purchasing Middle Eastern perfumes, right? It's like we're always having a FOMO because all the new arrivals come last in Europe. And not only that, most Middle Eastern perfumes sold here are quite expensive. And let's say like more expensive compared to other countries. And the reason why I am so happy about this collaboration is that Dubai Collection, I must say, has reasonable prices. Okay, that's number one. Number two, shipping is quite good. I've tried them and everything went well. I received products in less than 1 week. And lastly, guys, they sell decants. Okay, so you don't have to blind buy the perfumes that I'm gonna talk about today because these perfumes are available in 2 ml and 5 ml, so you do not need to blind buy. On top of that, they gave me a discount code to share with you guys so you can save 10% off for all your orders. My discount code will be Joanna10 and it will give you 10% off. Once again, this video is not sponsored. However, 8 out of the 10 perfumes that I'm going to talk about today are sent to me and 2 I bought myself. Now that the good news has been out of the way, let's get this Middle Eastern perfume review started. Let's start off with a banger, okay? And I'm gonna start off with something that is quite hype already in social media. Qissa Delicious. And you guys, this is love at first sniff for me. Of course, this is love at first sniff because this is my kind of gourmand. This perfume has chocolate, orange, whipped cream, coconut, marshmallow, jasmine, vanilla, white musk, and some woody notes. Basically the notes that I love in a fragrance. To be honest, I didn't doubt that I will love this fragrance, and yeah, it didn't disappoint. This to me is a gourmand that still smells like a perfume. If you love chocolate in your fragrances, as well as you love milky and creamy kind of scents, but not too food-like, you're gonna love this. It has an orange note that gave this fragrance just a little bit of tanginess, not too much. And as it dries down, the coconut and marshmallow kind of cuts off that strong chocolate nuance of this fragrance. It is very beautiful. And at the same time, guys, it is very musky as well. And I think it is that musk that made this fragrance quite different from the other chocolate fragrances that I have in my collection. The kind of musk that is in here is a musk that is very usual in a lot of Middle Eastern perfumes. However, it is also powdery and woody, so it's not that strong. I'm telling you guys, this for me is a winner. This smells like an orange flavored Milka chocolate. Yeah, That is how it kind of smells like. Of course, make that orange flavored Milka chocolate perfume. And yeah, I think this is one of my favorites in today's list. And when it comes to longevity and projection, guys, this stays forever on clothes and lasts on my skin for around 6 to 8 hours. And by the way, all of these perfumes that I'm gonna talk about today have been tested at least one full day on my skin and on clothes. So yeah, I'm quite confident that this perfume stays really long on my skin, especially on clothes. I remember I wore it one night and my sleeping wear still smells like Qissa Delicious. Yeah, really love this fragrance and I highly recommend it if you are the type who likes gourmand but not really something that smells like a food, and also if you love chocolate in your fragrances. That is Qissa Delicious by Paris Corner. Next up is another hype fragrance, and this is Khair Fusion by Paris Corner. If you still don't know, this is a dupe of Kayali's Sparkling Eden Lychee. And what can I say? This is pretty much spot on. Let's say 95% dupe. And you guys, this is very fruity and juicy. Yeah, that's how am I gonna describe it. The lychee is very visible here, the black currant. I'm getting some apple here as well, and lots of sugar, vanilla, musk, and amber. I like Kayali's Eden Sparkling Lychee. So Khair's Fusion is also a like for me. It is a very uplifting and likable scent. I'm not really a fan of fruity scents, but I actually like this scent because I love the sparkly vibe of this fragrance. It's very fun, very flirty, and to me, this smells like a perfume, not like a body mist, even though it has that vibe, but it is more full-bodied to me. So yeah, this is perfect to use this spring and summertime. And I think if you love the idea of sparkling, fruity scents, you're gonna love this one. This for me is a like. When it comes to longevity and projection, let's say lasts me around 4 to 6 hours. And yeah, I really enjoy using this fragrance. Yeah, that is Paris Corner Khair Fusion. And guys, sorry, I forgot to mention as well that I don't base my reviews on first sprays because I have tested these fragrances for quite some time now, okay? All right, the next fragrances are from Fragrance World. And I'm telling you guys, I've been hunting a Fragrance World fragrances and it's quite hard to find here in Portugal. So once again, I was so excited to finally find a website that stocks up Fragrance World perfumes, and yes, they are available in Dubai collection. Yeah, next perfume is Tropical Kiss. And you guys, this is from French Avenue, and I think French Avenue is Fragrance World as well. Oh, correct me if I'm wrong. Anyway, guys, spoiler alert, I love this fragrance. Maybe you've seen this very beautiful, luxurious looking bottle in social media nowadays. This is a dupe of Stefan Humbert Lucas Soleil de Jeddah Mango Kiss. And what can I say? This is very, very close. And the only difference is that this is like the more tropical version of Soleil de Jeddah Mango Kiss. I know that I raved about Lattafa's Ajayeb Dubai Portrait as well, because that is also a dupe of Soleil de Jeddah's Mango Kiss. And even though they are very similar, I find Tropical Kiss juicier, punchier. Like this has that sweet yellow mango that I think I kind of prefer more during the summertime. This to me definitely smells tropical and energizing. I love how the mango is done here. It is such a high quality fragrance, in my opinion. This smells amazing right off the first spray. And I think amongst all the perfumes that I have today, this and Qissa are the ones that I use like really more often because I enjoy them very, very much. Tropical Kiss definitely has that juicy and fresh yellow mango, ylang ylang, coconut, amber, benzoin, and vanilla. However, the most prominent note in here is mango. So, in my opinion, if you didn't like Lattafa's Ajaib Dubai portrait, I think you might enjoy Tropical Kiss. Because I think with Ajaib Dubai portrait, the woodiness of the fragrance comes off differently on some skin chemistries. However, with Tropical Kiss, I think the mango is more amped up. The woody notes is not strong. So yeah, this is such a fun, light, yet impactful mango fragrance. Perfect if you are looking for a tropical fruity scent to use this summertime. When it comes to longevity and projection, guys, this one lasts, let's say, lasts on my skin for around 4 to 6 hours and lasts forever on clothes, guys. So definitely long lasting and worth your money, in my opinion. I love this one and highly recommend Tropical Kiss by French Avenue. Next up is another fragrance from Fragrance World, and this is Y.U.Z.U. And look at that classy bottle. And guys, this is magnetic, okay? And to be honest, I am really loving the bottle of this, as it doesn't look cheap to me at all. This looks very classy and chic. Anyway, now let's talk about the perfume. Well, as the name suggests, this has a very prominent yuzu, bergamot, and pepper. This is very peppery and citrusy in the opening. I am kind of getting like a lemongrass. And if you're not aware of a lemongrass, it is basically like an herb that is mostly prominent in Thai food. That's what I'm getting out of this fragrance in the beginning. And as it dries down, sharp lime, nutmeg, and rhubarb comes through. So this has a tendency of smelling like a fairy dishwashing liquid in the beginning. It is because of that very strong and sharp lime. And I just feel like that sharp lime covered up the pepper and the yuzu, but that dishwashing liquid smell, I must say, lasts for around 10 to 15 minutes, and then the beautiful dry down comes through. This on the dry down smells very clean girl aesthetic vibe because of the clean musk and the cashmere wood in the base. So basically, as it is drying down, the sweet musk and the cashmere wood gave this fragrance some cocooning and clean vibes that doesn't smell like a cleaning product, okay? Basically, what I'm trying to say is that the dry down is much better than the opening and the mid. I really didn't enjoy the opening of this fragrance. However, the dry down is just so beautiful. And who knows, maybe that harsh lime in the opening will improve as time goes by. I love the dry down of this fragrance because it has that clean and sweet musk, plus that cocooning factor from the cashmere wood. This is something that is once again perfect to use this summertime. When it comes to longevity and projection, let's say on me lasts around 4 maximum 6 hours, and it stays on clothes too. So yeah, this is impressive in my opinion. And also, you know what guys, this is my first time to basically try perfumes from Fragrance World, and I must say that I am very impressed. They have good quality perfumes in my opinion. I highly recommend you Y.U.Z.U if you love citrusy, spicy, and musky scent. That will be perfect this summertime. Yeah, that is Y.U.Z.U from Fragrance World. Next up is, wow, something I'm very excited to talk about because this is just something that blew my mind. This is Fragrance World's coffee collection, and I only have 3 of them. I think they have like 5 in total. However, the other 2 were not available, I think, so I only had 3. Anyway, guys, let me just start. Kopi Luwak. And guys, if you are a hardcore fan of coffee notes in fragrances, you have to check out their coffee collection. This is my favorite out of the 3. This has a very strong, nutty and bitter roasted coffee beans, along with some rose, oud, and clean patchouli. I love this fragrance. This is clearly a coffee fragrance though, okay? So if you are not into coffee, then you won't like this one. I feel like the niche girl in me really appreciate this fragrance because to me, this smells rich. This smells expensive. Absolutely beautiful. And you know, the name Kopi Luwak, just in case you're not familiar with Kopi Luwak, this is basically considered like the most expensive coffee in the world, and it is from Indonesia, and a lot of people call it as like cat poop coffee. Anyway, it's a long story. However, I mentioned that because I love Kopi Luwak myself. I've been to Bali several times, and Kopi Luwak is something that I look forward every time I traveled to Bali before. Kopi Luwak is not your typical coffee that is extremely bitter. It normally has that sweetness and chocolate factor that just tastes so good. And yeah, this fragrance kind of captured that factor because it is smelling like roasted coffee beans. However, it is nutty and a little bit chocolatey as well. But then, you know, of course, this fragrance has other notes like rose, oud, citrus, and patchouli. But to me, to be honest, the patchouli in here is very clean. And the oud is not animalic at all. So I am really enjoying this fragrance. This has a perfect amount of bitterness in it that I am extremely loving. When it comes to longevity and projection, guys, this, oh well, I oversprayed it when I wore it the other day and it lasted me the entire day. We went to like a wine festival here last Saturday and I could smell myself the entire day, guys. This scent is beautiful. Yeah, however, you really gonna smell like coffee. Yeah, highly recommend Kopi Luwak. Next up is called Irish Coffee. And you guys, I am very, very curious about this one because I've seen some reviews about this fragrance and it is quite loved. And what can I say? This is one of the fragrances that I didn't like. I mentioned that I didn't like 2 fragrances, right? And yeah, basically this is one of them. This to me has a very prominent black pepper and just something very screechy, something very animalic and leathery. And surprisingly, actually, there's no leather in this fragrance. However, there's something in here that is ruining the fragrance for me. Let me read you the notes. It has black pepper, Davana, Irish coffee accord, whiskey, rum, Arabica coffee, patchouli, caramel, lactonic notes, whiskey, and brandy. All right, I find the patchouli here very dirty. And even though it has caramel, I'm not really getting any kind of sweetness here. Yes, I'm getting some rum and whiskey brandy. Yeah, I think that's for sure. But, you know, to me, it smells like dirty patchouli, strong alcohol, and pepper. Yeah, those are the notes that I'm getting out of this fragrance. The coffee, yes, is there, but the dirty and earthy patchouli is ruining it for me. And yeah, I'm getting some animalic leather in here as well. So yeah, I didn't like this. And you know what? Nowadays, if I don't like a fragrance, I let my husband try it on his skin just for me to give like a final decision. And on him, I smell it the same. So yeah, having said that, I think, yeah, this is not just for me, but I think there will be people who will enjoy this fragrance. Or maybe on your skin, you won't get that dirty patchouli and leather that I am getting. So yeah, that is Irish coffee. I don't get any Irish coffee here, by the way. By the way, when it comes to longevity and projection, let's say this is moderate, lasted around 4 to 6 hours. All right, next perfume is called Qahwa. And yeah, I know. You might even think, oh, what is the similarity of this perfume to Lattafa's Camera Qahwa? Anyway, I will let you guys know in a while. This to me has a very prominent cardamom, roasted coffee, dates, benzoin, and vanilla. This is a beautiful blend, I must say, and definitely for gourmand lovers. Qahwa is actually how they call their coffee in the Middle East, and normally Qahwa has cardamom in it. They really captured that one. And this is gourmand, but not extremely sweet. I actually compare them side by side. Camera Qahwa is way sweeter. But this one is sweet, but not extremely sweet. It has some powderiness in it that I am actually loving. The cardamom in here is very gentle. It's perfectly blended with the roasted coffee, the benzoin, and the vanilla. The dates is not too much. It's just enough, I think, to make this fragrance wearable. Yeah, so I love this fragrance as well. I must say, I love Kopi Luwak the most because this to me just smells niche, and Qahwa me smells like a soothing gourmand. Longevity and projection is good in this one. Let's say lasted me around 4 to 6 hours, and it stays longer on clothes. Yeah, highly recommend Qahwa if you're looking for a spicy coffee inspired fragrance. Sorry for the noise. I think we're gonna deal with that the entire day because yeah, they just won't stop. Anyway, next up is, oh my god, a fragrance that I haven't heard anybody talking about yet. This is called Ambroise Perfume, and this is still by Fragrance World. All right, and guys, this fragrance, I must admit, I hated at first spray. I really didn't like this one to the point that I somehow concluded that I hated it because it smelled very animalic and like burnt tire, you know, that typical Middle Eastern opening that ruins a lot of first impression to people. This fragrance gave me that first impression. However, guys, you know what? I kept going back to it. And it was only during that first spray that I didn't like it. I felt like now that it has breathed properly, it smells so good. By the way, this is a dupe of Guerlain's Cherry Oud. And you guys, this on the dry down smells amazing. This has cherry, saffron, cardamom, rose, raspberry, violet, patchouli, oud, and leather. And you guys, the cherry and oud in here are done so well. It has a very powdery violet that just blends so well with my skin. This has a captivating dry down. If you are the type who loves a strong and potent cherry perfume, you're gonna love Ambroise. I never thought that I will love this one because of that initial spray. However, guys, this is in my top 3, I must say, in today's video. This has a very beautiful dry down. The cherry, the oud, and the saffron are blended so well in this fragrance, along with that powdery violet that I think separates it from other cherry fragrances out there. This is not similar to Tom Ford's Lost Cherry, okay? This is just so beautiful. It has that cherry powder kind of vibe, but at the same time it has that clean oud, saffron, and leather in the background. Highly recommend this, guys. This smells absolutely rich. I haven't tried Guerlain's Cherry Oud yet, so I can't comment how similar they are, but I'm telling you guys, this one is amazing. And also, this perfume is the longest lasting when it comes to performance in today's video. This is close to be smelled. You will definitely be smelled. I highly recommend you guys checking this one out if you love cherries in your fragrances, okay? Yeah, that is Ambroise. The dry down of this is a 10 out of 10. All right, so those are the perfumes that I got from Dubai collection. And now I'm gonna talk about the 2 perfumes that I purchased with my own money. And basically I purchased them mainly to review to you guys because they are very hype. And basically I want to give you my opinion about it as I am very curious of the hype, okay? First up is Eclaire by Lattafa. And all right, by now for sure, you know that this is a straight up dupe of Bianco Latte by Giardini di Toscana. And what can I say? Guys, this is like 95% similar, okay? This definitely smells like Bianco Latte. It's very lactonic, the milk is there, heavy sweet vanilla is there, as well as the caramel. Like, you know, we all know that already. Very nice. As a dupe, I must say that this will scratch the itch. And guys, even the longevity and projection, this one is above average. Let's say lasted me around 6 to 8 hours. And guys, this is still on my clothes until now. Yeah, so having said that, it lasts eternal on clothes. I think the only difference between this and Bianco Latte is that Eclaire is missing the thickness of Bianco Latte. And you know, it is the kind of thickness that actually draw people in, I think, in my opinion. It's either you will draw people in or you will draw people out. Yeah, because basically, if you know me, you know that I'm not a big fan of Bianco Latte because of that thickness. It was just too strong for me. And Eclaire is actually right in the middle. So basically, to me, is more acceptable, like more likable. This is a like for me. Very happy about this purchase, and I'm definitely keeping this in my collection. And also, I must say, for those of you who don't have Bianco Latte yet, because you basically don't want to spend the money, I will say that Eclaire scratch the itch. So you can save money and buy this instead. That's my thought about Eclaire. Last but not the least is the very controversial Bayn Al Asrar by Paris Corner. And of course, by now you know that it is duping guidance, right? Like, come on, even the packaging is so guidance-like. They gave us a storybook. Guys, when it comes to presentation, this is a 10 out of 10. Come on, bottle, beautiful. Look at the color of the bottle, right? This looks very dreamy. However, now let's talk about the scent. And you guys know that Guidance is one of my favorite perfumes in my collection. And having said that, I know Guidance very well as I've used this so many times already. To be honest, I bought this just to review for you guys because I am very happy with Guidance. But yeah, anyway, I am really just curious about this because I heard a lot of good things about it. And yeah, what can I say? This is the other perfume that I didn't like in today's video. And I'm gonna tell you why. When it comes to notes, I think they have almost the same notes. I'm not really sure what's the difference with the notes that are written, but all I can say is that Bayn Al Asrar smells like the part of Guidance that I didn't enjoy. It basically reminded me of how much I disliked Guidance in the beginning because of that harsh pear, osmanthus, and hazelnut that is quite, I don't know, all over the place, in my opinion. This is, yes, a very watered down version of Guidance. There is a big similarity. However, guys, this is not one-to-one dupe. And to me, this is not even like a close dupe of Guidance. This, first of all, is very linear. It doesn't have that magical and captivating dry down of Guidance, which I think is the reason why a lot of people are mesmerized by it. This to me smells like Guidance for the first 20 minutes. Like they forgot to put like the base notes in Guidance here. Yeah. Is it nice? Well, to me, not really, but I feel like there will be people who will appreciate this fragrance. It is heavy in that rose. With Guidance, it is the creamy sandalwood and elegant powder that I am going for, and in here, I don't know, it just smells very light, watery, pear, hazelnut, and osmanthus that just stays linear, like it doesn't go deeper to me. And to me, Bayn Al Asrar just smells like pear, hazelnut, and rose. That is just, yeah, it is. Is it nice? Yes, it is nice, but it is not scratching the itch for me. Yeah, let's just put it that way. Like I won't buy this, for example, thinking that, oh, I'm gonna buy this because this is a dupe of Guidance. Yes, I didn't like this one at all. And yeah, I'm even thinking of selling this one. But you know what? I'm gonna give this a chance. Like I'm gonna keep this for one more month and let's see if something will happen. But as of now, guys, I had this for almost like 10 days, let's say, and I don't feel anything. Yeah, I don't feel the magic in here. Yeah, just like a very watery rose, pear, hazelnut, and osmanthus kind of scent. Yeah, is it just me? Let me guys know what you think of this. But yeah, this, yeah, doesn't scratch the itch for Amouage Guidance. Oh, and by the way, this has an amazing longevity and protection though, okay? Let's say lasted around 6 to 8 hours on clothes and on skin. Yeah, So that is my thought about Bayn al Asrar. Alright, so that is a very long video. Are you still here? Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I just want to let you guys know, if ever you want to purchase something from Dubai Collection, I have my discount available for you guys. There will be more Middle Eastern perfume reviews from now on, because now that I have a collaboration with Dubai Collection, reviewing new perfumes will be easier. Yeah, let me guys know what you think about the perfumes that I discussed in today's video, if you've tried them, and yeah, I want to know as well if you like or dislike Bayn al Asrar, because I feel like it's only me who didn't like it. That is all for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and see you on my next one. Bye.